Collaboration is crucial when it comes to running a business. If you're not collaborating, then what's the point? But first, you must learn to collaborate with yourself. This means sitting down, thinking about your skills and talents before starting a project. Next, it's vital that you learn how to collaborate with your coworkers. If you can't collaborate with your coworkers, then you're not collaborating at all. Finally, collaboration with outside advisors becomes necessary when we don't have the skills ourselves or we don't have the internal skills and we need to bring an outside advisor in to help us along. But collaboration is not cooperation. It's working in a tightly manner going towards an outcome that's important for you. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the 3 levels of collaboration and help you understand the importance and also the difference in each. Now, I know you want to have a business that's fun to run and makes tons of money. You may have thought that you have to do it by yourself. Too many people think that. If you do, then I have good news for you. It's not what you have to do, nor is it what you should do. But first, it's important for us to understand why collaboration is so important. When you put more than one mind on a project, opportunity, or problem, you're going to find you get a much, much, much better result. The best collaborations I've had are those where I've sat back and let others take the lead. I know when you own a business, it's easy to believe that you have to be the leader. You have to be the one in front telling others what to do. So I have a question for you. What if you just sat back and let others bring you solutions for how to make your business better? What if you were to make space in your company for other ideas to come forward? I bet if you did this, you would likely find these are great ideas that you can build on in what you're doing now and what you're talking about doing in the future. You're the expert at what you do, but you're not the expert at every job in your company. It's important to bring those experts in who are actually doing the job, ask their opinion, and now we're starting down the road to collaboration. So the first step in collaboration is to listen. When you're collaborating with yourself, that means listening to your inner voice. When you're collaborating with your team, it means keeping your solutions to yourself till you've heard what others are thinking. If you speak first, they're just going to go along with you. If you stop and keep your mouth shut and listen, you might be surprised and find that what other people are thinking could be way better than what you're thinking. And finally, when collaborating with outside advisors, it means setting the table. And by setting the table, I mean they know what they're supposed to be collaborating about. If you're not clear with outside advisors about what you want them to do, they'll make it up. And the stuff that they'll make up is not usually the stuff you want them to be working on. So here's the truth. You might find yourself getting impatient with collaboration. After all, it's easier to tell others what to do than to ask and consider their opinions. If you want the people you work with to bring their best selves to work, it's important for you to become a world-class listener. You want to not only listen to what comes out of others' mouths, you also want to listen for the subtext for what they're saying. Because you got to understand, the people that you're working with, whether they're outside advisors or employees, they're going to try to figure out what you want to hear, and then that's what they're going to say. But if you're listening for the subtext, you'll find the truth in what they're really thinking. Now, I got to tell you, this takes practice. It takes a little bit of extra time when you're doing it, but boy, is it worthwhile if you do it. I found that once I started asking others for what they thought, and I was humble enough to admit to how I did things wrong in the past, I started getting ideas that were much better than I could come up with by myself. That's when my business world changed. It's when life got easier and our results got better. Much better. So here are 3 easy things that will help you become a better collaborator. Number 1, start off with yourself. When you're thinking about a new idea, use our stage 2 decision process for how you get to a decision. You'll look at what you want to do, why this is important, revisit the what to make sure it's the right thing. Then you're going to ask yourself a crucial question. Who's going to help? who from my inside team can help? And if I can't find somebody from my inside team, who from my outside team am I going to help? And finally, have a plan to put together for how you're going to get there. If you do the first 4 steps, step 5, the how, becomes simple. It becomes obvious. It becomes something that's easy for you to do. Number 2, make sure you bring your own staff into the process. When you get to the stage of who's going to help, get your staff together or the people you want to work with together and have a conversation where you listen and they talk. You are not allowed to give your ideas. You are not allowed to have feedback on their ideas till you completely heard them out. Then and only then can you start a discussion. And number 3, when your team doesn't have the technical skill, bring in outside advisors who can help. Before they give advice, make sure they know what you want and your team wants and do and why it's important to be done. I'm going to tell you, if you do this, you're going to get better advice that you want and not what the advisor would do if it was for their business. You want them to be coaching on your business. So these 3 things will help you get better results every time. Hey, I would love to have a conversation about this, so feel free contacting me at jpatrick@stage2planning.com to set up a time to talk. In the meantime, if you're not ready to talk, download our free ebook on hiring for unique abilities. If you use this format to figure out who all the people you should work with are, you'll find you get the right person way more than you don't. And that right person will be the ones you want to collaborate with it. So while you're at it, scroll down and let me know what you think about building a team that collaborates, starting with yourself. Hey, this is Josh Patrick. You're at The Sustainable Business. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I hope to see you back here really soon.